to my channel. It's Katie here and thanks for joining in to my first Halloween tutorial of 2017. Today we're obviously doing this, I'm going to call it like a bomb blast charred facial burn effect. I think it looks pretty realistic, and the best thing about this is you have to use everything that's already in your kitchen or your makeup room. There's no liquid latex, there's no spirit glue, anything like that. It's all in your kitchen cupboard in your makeup room, which is the best for last minute Halloween stuff. So if you want to see how I got this pretty creepy and quite realistic sort of blast look, just keep watching. To get the effect of melted burnt skin, I'm using a gelatin mix, which is simple powdered gelatin you'll find in your kitchen. Mix with some hot water, dissolve it, let it cool down slightly so it thickens and it won't burn you. I'm using a baby spoon to sort of smear that all over my face and just to get the bulk of the product on there. Now the product's sort of starting to dry down, you can start manipulating it to look as gross or as sort of neat as you'd like. I'm going for this really melted face look. I want to look like I have just been blown up in the face. Then I wasn't quite happy with how it looked, so I grabbed the end of a spoon and really tugged and made some drips and holes in the gelatin so it looked like my face was melting. To get rid of any tackiness, so a clean slate, I'm just setting it with a translucent powder. This just makes it easier to apply some colour and some textures on top. Then I'm just going back in with my fingers and creating some more sort of melted looks and some texture. I'm using this old mousse blush from Essence as a perfect red shade because it's quite dark. And I'm just putting this all over the area to give that initial red burned look. I'm taking it into my hairline as well because of course a bomb isn't going to care if it's got to be on your face or your hair. Don't forget your ears as well. Now it really looks like the texture is coming out really well on this right now, and I'm just going to emphasize the whole look with some black eyeshadow, and I'm just going to dust this all over my face because you've just been blown up. You're going to look like all dirty, you're not going to be neat at all. I just took some black shadow on that red brush and took it into my eye socket to appear like a bruised eye, because realistically you're going to have one. Next up, I took a more defined pointing eyeshadow brush and the black shadow and sort of carved out where the holes were and the flaps were of the skin that were melting off, just to give it some depth and definition, because I feel like the more layers you put on this look, the more realistic it will be. Then I went in with a dark red shade, actually the lipstick, and then because it's a fresh sort of wound, you want some blood and some really realistic sort of gross looking areas. Now I took this up into the really deep crevices just so that it looked like the skin underneath your normal skin was being exposed. Then I really wanted to emphasize the sort of charred look that I was going. I really wanted to see the burned part of the skin, so I took a black liquid lipstick and on the tips of those sort of really melted area, put a lot there and sort of smoke it out, I guess you call it. Because a burn wouldn't be a real burn without some blistering and some pus, I took a yellow eyeshadow and put those in little spots. I really wanted to emphasize the infection that was at risk and how gross burns really can be. Then I felt like it wasn't quite bloody enough for a realistic explosion. I feel like you would bleed a lot more. So I wanted to do this sort of almost splattered effect, like someone else had been blown up next to me. So I'm covering myself in a more bright red shade, just in areas such as my ear, down my neck, and along my jawline and stuff like that, just to give it a more a splattered effect. Then the final step, which is pretty much the pivotal point of this entire look, which is like pawpaw cream or Vaseline. I want that really sticky, disgusting look that all burns get because when they're starting to get infections. So I think this is what makes the look. You just apply pawpaw cream or Vaseline all over the burned area and it's going to look so much more realistic. So that, guys, is it. There we go, guys. This was my Blast Bomb makeup, sort of a special effects makeup for 2017. I hope you liked it. If you did, give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and if you do like these sort of videos, let me know down below. I would love to keep making them for you, but only if you guys want them. So I'll see you all next time, and bye.